Hello and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the coast. We're out today just having a little bit of a walk along an area of coastline. We've got a big spring tide and we've got James's foraging hook and our foraging buckets, and we're going to go and see what we can find. At the moment we're looking for seaglass treasure, but as the tide ebbs off and we follow it down along the low tide line, we'll see what else we can find. Alright?
Yes.
Here is quite a big Pacific rock oyster. It's like an angry clam, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. They either attach themselves to a rock like that. This would have been attached to one of those while it was alive. Or they even group together and make their own reef. We're just having a little bit of a look around in here. Tide's still got a ways to go. Just having a scout about to see what there is, because whatever you find up here dead, like, there will be mussels around here, there will be limpets around here, there's some hard-shelled surf clams. What else have we got? Got some Queenie Scallops, look. Quite a few of these. There's part of a king scallop. There's another rock oyster. Loads of winkles. Oh, that there is the egg sac. It's the egg casing for a bullhuss. I'll put a picture in there of what a bullhuss is. Well, that is the egg casing. It's empty. Got some razor clam shells. So hopefully when the tide ebbs off, those are the things that we might find. That was a good find. And another one. I do like walking over this bladder rack. See how many limpets we've got on here. Every little piece of exposed rock has got a limpet on it. There's plenty of mussels as well. Look. How are you two doing over here? What are we looking for?
Lunch is looking up. Found an empty scallop shell, which means there might be full ones.
Yep, that's a good sign. Lots of clam shells and scallop shells. There's another oyster. Some cracking outcrops of mussels. Oh, lovely and blue. And this here, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is an invasive Pacific rock oyster, and it's set up residence on top of a mussel. There, look. It's growing on the back of that mussel. But yeah, there's another one there, look. So this is a good place to remember, because these are some cracking mussels. There are some monsters, aren't there? What size are some of these? Some more of the oysters. You trying to pick yourself some mussels? I think you need some mussels for some mussels.
I have mussels.
You have mussels. Here on this piece of weed, that has the embryo inside of it. There is a baby cat shark, a baby nurse hound inside there.
Look at this, James.
Do you know what this is, James? This here, look.
It's stockfish egg!
It is! It's a bullhuss egg.
Well
What
done.
you found? Ah, mucky scallop shell. It is a nice one though.
I haven't found a full one yet.
No, not yet. do like these.
Oh, look.
Oh, that there looks like that could either be a decorator crab, but I think what that is, it's a leeches, like a leeches spider crab. What they usually do, them ones, you can see he's adorned himself with sponges, but what they usually do is they live next to a snake locks an enemy. Quite cool, good spot, Hannah, well done.
It was her cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Make sure you don't step on
Don't
them.
step on them.
You see all this stone that's been turned out of there? This is hollow under there. I just, maybe out of my own foolishness, I just tried putting my arm under there to try and feel. Because you can see there's a couple of entrances. There's another one there, look. And there's some dead crab claws around. And I've just put my hand in and I've just been nipped by a lobster. There's a lobster underneath here. There's another entrance there. What have you found over there?
Pull the seaweed.
It squirts at you.
Yes!
What's he got? What's he got hanging on him?
Seaweed.
He has got seaweed hanging on him.
Yay, we can share a scallop.
Well done. Yeah. You gonna pull? Yeah.
Put them in there.
Oh!
Good find. Now I've got to think about how I'm going to get that out from underneath there. Of course, there's an entrance. There's an entrance. There's an entrance. And there's an entrance. No, it's what I'm going to have to do is wait for the tide to go down. And I might be able to get in at it. We'll be back at you in a minute. You doing alright? Oh, I can see one. You see it over there in the corner? There he is. You seen it?
Yes.
Come grab it for us then.
Not to turn.
Come on.
A bit behind.
It's alright, look, all you need to do. Oh, look, and he's got an enemy on his back. Oh, and a slipper limpet. There's one. Now that is a sneaky one. Look at that there, look.
Oh, no way.
Not doing too bad. You're looking inside of areas like this, they can get washed in, washed out with the sand. What you found, James? James, just wait there, let me show you. Oh! Where was it?
Yeah, the
It was right
scallop
there.
master.
Can you show me? Was it just hiding there? How did you see it?
There was seaweed and I pulled it up.
You're a top scallop finder today.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, could be a sheep's bone.
Don't touch it, James. How many scallops have we got now? 4?
4 and a load of clams. Right, this here. Yeah, look. That has probably got a hermit crab in it, but that is a parasitic anemone that hangs onto the back of like a hermit crab shell. There are loads of little tiny shells here, aren't there? There, in fact, is a cowrie, a European cowrie. I do like these big sugar kelp. They do look great, don't they? And what's that there? It's got to be 6 foot long, that. There is a beautiful dahlia anemone. A lot of this that you can see around is just like little pink coral. See? It's called merle. It's pink when it's alive and it's white when it's dead. But that's what the seabed round here is made up a lot of. There are an awful lot of. That's a big sponge. But there's a Queenie scallop. There's a Queenie scallop shell. There's a couple of scallops in there. Yeah, this is. The tide's ebbed off a bit. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. James, come here and have a look at this. Incredible, aren't they? What are you finding here, look? What are these big patches?
Coral.
Yeah, it is. That we've just been talking about that. That's merle. Little chunks of merle around an orange sea sponge. We'll put it back in the water, are you? Good lad. We'll start making our way back now. Tides are almost all the way out. I do like these seaweeds. I think they look really cool. Almost like a cravat or something, isn't it? That there, those are the eggs of a sea lemon, a nudibranch called a sea lemon. What I'll do is I'll put a picture up there of what a sea lemon looks like. I'll go under here. I bet there's a crab under there. Yeah, there's a velvet swimming crab. James, are you going to come and help me over here?
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got underneath this rock here. Yes. Oh, they're all running away.
Oh, they were crabs. Oh, they've gone right in under that ledge,
Yeah.
haven't they?
There's one. Type's that one, James.
Velvet swimming crab.
The velvet swimming crab. How do you know it's a swimming crab?
Let's see those strands behind him.
Because of these legs, don't you? Yeah, I tell you what, you know so much. What about... Oh, there is something under there. Something bigger. Because it's just scared that out.
Another velvet swimming crab.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in back. He keeps flying away.
There is... What's that? What's that one called?
It is the baby edible crab.
It looks like a baby edible crab, but that one is a furrowed crab. Oh, it's strong, isn't it?
He's doing
James,
the flag.
James,
Look at this.
what's you call that then?
The baby lobster.
That is a squat lobster, you are right. Let's have this crab back.
Yeah,
James, just hold still.
Oh.
I've found sometimes if you hold down the other claw, they'll sometimes let go of the other one. No, it's not going to do it. There you go. You two have a scrap.
Oh my god. Look, he's picked him up.
Oh, come on. Calm down, lads. That's a
got
girl.
eggs.
That's a girl with some eggs underneath it, James.
I bet it's like an eel or something.
Oh, I saw
And up here,
I think I just saw something blue. I saw something blue, Dad, like that. Another crab!
and there is another species of crab. That one is a shore crab.
Don't go backwards, James, you'll fall off the wall.
You go in the water.
Oh, it's coming from a boat. No, it's...
What? What was he doing?
They're fast, aren't they?
Right. What we're doing now is we're working along an area of beach, and you're looking. Oh, that's a native oyster. A native oyster shell. Working along an area of beach, and we're looking as we're walking for either little squirts of water shooting up or little holes in the sand.
Like that damp.
I think that might have something like a winkle. There, look. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Well done, Hannah. Just taking a bit of salt. See what it does.
And this one that is getting bigger.
That one's just gone by your foot, look.
Put me back with them now. This one's go. Oh, there he goes.
That is it.
Oh.
You wait for it to come out like that, and then you simply wiggle it out.
Oh.
There's one over here. And...
There.
Oh.
A little dab more.
Here's one.
But what they have is that foot underneath. That's how they suck under the sand, which is why when they shoot out, he's just not having it. Been a cheeky one, that one. Right, and then a gentle little wiggle. Don't pull too hard because you'll pull the foot off the bottom of them. Just a gentle wiggle, softening the sand, and wait for it to relax. There. That's what we're looking for, razor clams. Oh, there's one sticking up, look. Yeah, there was one here that I've just found that was just poking out.
Look, James just pulled one out.
Oh, well done, James. Right, what we're looking for. Oh, look, this here. That is the skeleton of a sea potato, like a sea mouse.
Sea potato.
Yeah, look. They usually live under the sand and got like some like furry whiskers on them. We might find one today if we're lucky. Oh, nipped me. I'll have that. Oh, what have you found down here?
Got them.
Oh, fantastic. Who found it? Was it you or was it your mum?
It was okay.
Right, you can see that one now. That one's opening up. Let's see all of its little frills and tentacles in there now. There's one there, look. And just to say, see it poking out the ground there, look.
Can I just have to soap tag?
Give me a second.
Oh!
See? There you go, James. You can take that. So I'm going to wait for this one to come back out. take hold of it and just give it a little bit of a wiggle. And there it is. Right, slowly, slowly, tip a bit of salt on there, look. Go on, give it some. You see it? And then, this one here, look.
I need a salt!
Just stand back. Over there, towards your mum a little bit, there you go. Good lad. Oh no.
Is it there?
That's white. See that that's sticking out there now? That is the foot of a gaper clam. There'll be a big clam underneath there. Oh.
Oh, it's massive.
Well, that was an amazing haul. Got some fantastic things here. We've got some really good clams. Got some fantastic razor clams. Look at the size of them. And some stunning scallops. Really did well on them today. James actually found more of them than any of us. I've just brought them down here to wash them all off here. I'm just cleaning them all off. What I'm going to do is we started collecting these clams and those cockles and mussels. Before we found any of these, we didn't know we were going to find any of these. So I'm going to take these clams and cockles and everything, and I'm going to let them go down there. And I'm going to take these home because these are fantastic bream bait, and bream season is just about to start. And we're going to cook these up now. What have you been doing, James?
We've collected.
You've been collecting sea treasure, haven't you?
We found like a orangey pink. I don't know, orangey brown.
Got some stunning sea glass there, didn't you, James?
That's a cool shaped one. That one's got like a pattern on it.
Oh yeah, this one's got bumps on it. That looks like an old Lucasade bottle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then I like this like
From the 80s and 90s.
like pale turquoise.
Right, there are our scallops. James and I are going to deal with these in just a second, and Hannah is going to talk to you about how we're going to cook them.
So we're going to try a new way today, and we're going to cook them direct onto the coals from the fire. So we're going to leave them in the bottom part of the shell, so that'll be like their own little frying pans. We're just going to pop in some garlic, some butter and some parsley, and I have bought a bottle of hot sauce just to see if we can catch John out.
All I've done here is this is just offcuts from the pellets from our projects in the fish locker workshop, and I'm just burning a few down so we've got some coals. Right, James, you're going to help me sort these scallops out?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, James, what I'm going to need you to do is some of these have got a little bit of seaweed on the top. Do you want to pull all the seaweeds off for me?
Okay.
That one there is, it's a beauty that. You can see the coral inside of there. If you find any of these on a beach, what you want to do is if you give them a tap, and if they close up like that, that means they're alive, which means they're good to eat. If they stay open, then it means they're dead. You don't know how long they've been dead for, so they're no good. There you go. There's the frill, there's the mussel, there's the coral. There you are. Now this is a new method. Usually I'll scoop the whole lot out and then separate it, but if you can grip hold of it, it takes the whole lot off and just leaves the mussel. Like that. Now I will separate this and we'll cook that as well. There you go, there's the disc of mussel there inside of a little cooking shell. And there's all the scallops cleaned out. Got a lovely bright coral in them, aren't they? And the fire's just dying down to embers now. So in a minute they'll be going on.
Into each one we're going to put a little sprinkle of parsley. Some butter. And some garlic. And then we're just going to sit them on the fire, on the coals, like so.
That is hot.
So garlic, parsley, butter.
That does look lovely.
It's cute,
Lovely colours, aren't they? Now I did flatten these coals down. I flattened all the coals off so that we can lay all the scallop shells flat on them.
Now they're sizzling, just going to go over the top of them all with some lemon juice. And then into one, I've got some peri peri hot sauce, so we thought we'd just see what it was like. That was maybe a bit too much, but never mind.
Worth a try. You can see how they're bubbling in their juices and cooking in the butter now. I tell you what, they smell delicious. See, I didn't separate them off the shell. As they've cooked, they've come away from it.
It's almost like a guide to knowing when they're ready, when they're kind of lifted off.
Just with a little bit of shuffling round, we've moved them about so they're cooking right. There we are. Those four have cooked off. Those two are just sizzling away. Now you definitely need something like these to take them off with, because those shells are absolutely piping hot. These are just cooled down enough to touch. Still warm. Which one? That's the chilli one. Would you like?
Can I have the one without the coral, please?
Right.
Just because I'm not the biggest fan.
There you go.
James, could you pass me that slice of lemon? Or John?
There you go. And I am going to.
Are you going to try the chilli one?
I'll have the chilli one.
This one's
They're good.
for me.
Just tastes like garlic. It's good.
This one's for me.
Right.
Do you want some of mine?
No, thank you.
There we go. Oh, cooked perfectly.
Better bit of breakfast. Do you want that one, James?
Cooked perfectly and not as spicy as I thought.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, I should have got the extra hot one
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, delicious. And this coral, at risk of this often overcooking.
You got a scallop?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right, it's cooked really well as well.
Try some
We'll
fried.
just cooked them until these started to swell, look. They've just started to swell. Those separated and they're just starting to look pearly. And you see how it's starting to get like little seams in them.
Done? Thanks. Here's your fork.
You want to try one?
Mhm.
Good lad. What do you want to try? Do you want to
Try
try?
some of the white bit.
The white bit is like a mussel.
Is it? Just give it a little lick. James has never tried seafood before, so this is pretty mega for him.
Are they nice?
Yeah.
It is nice.
Do you want to try? You want to try a little nibble?
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
I just did it.
Well done.
Good job.
I'm impressed.
Brilliant.
Good boy.
Well done. You're just going to stick with your bread? Okay. We did manage to forage up a fresh loaf, which was nice. Actually, I'm going to try a little bit of lemon on that one. And then we'll get these ones off.
This is probably the best bit about it all.
It is absolutely delicious. Just the juices that were left afterwards. Just like garlic butter with a little bit of chilli in.
Minimal washing up as well. I think I'm going to start cooking all our food in shells.
I have dropped a little bit more chilli in that one. And these two are ready to come off now. Right, James, be very careful because that shell is very, very hot. Yeah, by just rotating them around the fire, I managed to cook them up. Still got quite a bit of heat in there now, and it's burnt away to nothing. That was absolutely delicious. Well, you can see. I think that was. I think that's probably. We were just discussing it there. That's probably our favourite way of doing scallops. So I think we'll do that again, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not a big scallop fan, but they were really, really tasty.
So James and I are going to take these down to the sea. It's gorgeous now, isn't it? And. Yeah, I hope this has been interesting for you. I hope you've enjoyed joining us. What do we say, James?
Bye from the fish locker.
Bye from the fish locker.
Bye.
Next one. Right, next one.
Oh, that one's on the boat now.
See if we can frisbee him. Good shot. Last one. Let's go.